Hey guys, welcome back to Tark channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the different buildings, its usage and function, and some tips that may help you in preparation for your farm development. All the buildings aside from the farmer house can be acquired from Carpenter shop located just northeast on top of the farmhouse beside the ranch. It is open from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There are 7 buildings that are currently available in the game. By default, the farmhouse, coop, barn, silo, mill, well, and the stable. Of course, each has their corresponding functions, but apparently some buildings are not yet fully functional as of the latest update in early access. Let's go through each building and discuss its features. First, the farmhouse. This is where you live and the starting point of the game. In early access, we can upgrade farmhouse to stage 1 and stage 2. At the start of the game, one of the early quests would be renovating the house, which will require you to gather 50 pieces of wood and 20 stones. This is quite an easy task as the resources will just be found on your farm by breaking some rocks and cutting some trees, so you should be able to gather just enough to complete the first house upgrade to stage 1. For starters, I highly suggest you to complete this as soon as possible as it will provide you a television that will have a weather forecast channel and it is 100% accurate to predict the weather for the following day. Aside from that, you will now be able to remove, replace, and relocate your furniture inside your house, and you can do this by pressing P to initiate the function. Upgrading the house from stage 1 to stage 2 can be unlocked after accomplishing the 40 levels of earth shaft mining. The materials needed to get the house upgraded to stage 2 will be 50 stones, 100 pieces of wood, 5 bronze bars, and 5 silver bars with a fee of 5,000 coins. This might be a bit expensive for beginners, so if you feel like you don't have the budget to upgrade yet, then you can always consider doing this later since there's just a little advantage to farming when it comes to this upgrade, aside from a wider space to decorate the interiors of your house and a kitchen to start your cooking. The next buildings would be the coop and the barn. The coop is where you will be able to raise chickens, ducks, peafowl, and quail. And on the other hand, the barn is where you will be able to raise cows, goats, llamas, civet, or also known as luwak, and pigs. So right now in the latest update, in early access, we can only get a chicken and a cow from the ranch. The other animals that I've mentioned is not yet implemented in the game. Here are the materials needed in order for you to make a coop and a barn. So if you're ready to upgrade a coop and barn, you can go to edit buildings and select the building you want to upgrade. And from there, you will also see the requirements needed for this to be scheduled. I will definitely suggest you to get at least 1 chicken and 1 cow in the early game. The egg and the milk will play a significant role in diving to unlock the area 20 meters deep where you will find the requirements for ocean scavenging to complete the outer one and unlock the greenhouse. The next building is the mill. This building converts your fiber to hay. Its full function is not yet implemented as it is expected to process grain crops into flour such as almond flour, rice flour, or a wheat flour for cooking purposes. Same goes with the silo. The function is yet to be implemented in the future update and it is at least expected to be able to feed all the animals without doing it manually inside the coop or the barn for your animal food. Here are the materials needed for you to craft the following buildings. Another building is the well. It is the extension of the water source in the game. If you want to improve accessibility when watering your crops daily, this will come in handy, especially when the location of the crops is a little far from the main source. But it is not highly recommendable in the early game as the ponds are located in 3 different directions. You can just go manually to these ponds and refill your can, and it wouldn't take too much time going back and forth when you're cultivating your crops. Also, as soon as you have reached farming level 10, gaining all the skill points, you can stop watering crops manually and start crafting sprinklers that will save you from doing the job. Last but not the least is the stable. So the stable is required for you to get a horse from ranch. As of the latest update, the horse is the only obtainable mount in the game, and its main function is to increase your movement speed. By pressing shift while riding the mount, it will double or triple the speed of your movement, which is very effective when your goal is just to rummage the garbage bins around the town. In addition to that, if you buy an animal bell, you will be able to summon your horse anywhere you like. One downside is that you won't be able to forage and pick items without dismounting from it when you come across some forage items you want to pick. Here are the materials needed for you to craft the following buildings. So that will be all the buildings that we have in Coral Island Early Access as of the latest update. Surely we will get some more in the future, and you will have plenty of time to save for these buildings, as there is no need to rush. Just do what makes you happy. Thank you so much for watching. Happy gaming. Play it your way.